Good evening and welcome to our special global news coverage. Today is Saturday, July 12, 2025, a day marked by significant events and fast-moving developments around the world. Across continents, we're witnessing a surge in geopolitical tensions, dramatic climate extremes, and growing economic uncertainty that touch the lives of millions. Tonight, we'll bring you in-depth coverage of the escalating standoff in the South China Sea, Europe's record-breaking heat wave that's shattering temperature records, and the devastating floods sweeping through West Africa, displacing thousands and challenging relief efforts. We'll also highlight a remarkable breakthrough in cancer detection, offering new hope for early diagnosis and treatment. These stories remind us just how deeply interconnected our world has become, where a single event can send ripples across continents, impacting economies, communities, and families everywhere. Yet, even in these turbulent times, human ingenuity and innovation continue to shine, offering hope and solutions for a better tomorrow. Let's begin tonight's broadcast with the latest breaking developments in the South China Sea, where tensions are reaching new heights. Tensions in the South China Sea have reached a new high, as rival nations assert their claims over these strategic waters. The region, long a flashpoint for geopolitical rivalry, is now seeing an unprecedented military buildup. China's deployment of naval vessels near contested islands has drawn a swift and coordinated response from the Philippines and the US, who are now conducting joint military drills alongside Japan and Australia. These exercises are not just a show of force, they signal a new era of regional cooperation and heightened alert. The US Typhoon missile system, recently stationed in the Philippines, has become a major flashpoint. Its presence underscores the deepening military alliances in Asia and highlights Beijing's growing unease about encirclement and shifting power dynamics in the region. This military standoff is sending shockwaves through global markets. Investors, spooked by the prospect of conflict, are rapidly pulling out of volatile tech stocks and seeking refuge in safer assets like gold, which is now surging to record highs. Oil prices have spiked 6% this week, driven not only by Middle East supply disruptions, but also by OPEC, plus signaling the possibility of further production cuts. The energy market is on edge, with traders bracing for more volatility ahead. The result? Renewed fears of inflation and economic instability worldwide. Everyday consumers are already feeling the pinch as prices rise, and economists warn that prolonged uncertainty could slow global growth. The world is watching closely, as leaders and citizens alike brace for what comes next. In this high-stakes standoff, every move is being scrutinized, and the consequences could ripple far beyond the region. Europe is enduring a historic heatwave, with city streets shimmering under relentless sun and people seeking any shade they can find. Temperatures have soared above 45 degrees Celsius in Spain, France, and Italy, pushing power grids to their limits and leaving many struggling to stay cool in their homes and workplaces. Wildfires fueled by the extreme heat and dry conditions are raging across Greece and Portugal, sending thick smoke over Mediterranean forests and threatening communities. Entire villages are being evacuated as flames approach, with families forced to leave behind their homes and belongings, unsure of what they'll return to. Meanwhile, West Africa faces devastating floods. Over 50,000 people in Nigeria and Cameroon have been displaced as rivers overflow, submerging neighborhoods and causing widespread destruction. Relief efforts are hampered by washed-out roads and ongoing heavy rains, making it difficult for aid to reach those in need, while more storms are forecasted in the coming days. These disasters are stark reminders of our vulnerability to climate extremes, showing how quickly lives and landscapes can be upended by nature's force. The impacts are immediate and severe, demanding urgent action from governments, communities, and individuals to address the growing threat of climate change. Around the world, communities are being tested as never before, coming together in the face of crisis and showing resilience, but also highlighting the urgent need for global solutions. Amid global crises, a breakthrough emerges from the US, a new AI system that detects cancer earlier and more accurately than ever. This technology analyzes medical images, spotting subtle signs of cancer that humans might miss. Early detection means better outcomes and less invasive treatments. The FDA has fast-tracked its review, aiming for clinical use as soon as 2026. For millions, this innovation offers real hope, a future where cancer is caught before it becomes deadly. Even in challenging times, progress continues. Tonight's stories are deeply connected. Military tensions drive up oil prices, which in turn affect relief efforts for climate disasters. The same rising temperatures fueling Europe's heat wave are behind West Africa's floods. These aren't isolated events. They're part of a global pattern demanding collective action. Yet, innovation like AI-driven cancer detection reminds us that hope and progress persist. Our world is complex, but our responses, crisis or creativity, shape the future. Which story resonates with you: conflict, climate, economy, or innovation? Thank you for joining us.